What is something super important that is on the verge of happening? Last week, a Pakistani-based terrorist blew up a bus, killing 41 Indian soldiers in the disputed territory of Kashmir. India blamed Pakistan for the attack and swore revenge. Pakistan had replied saying that India takes revenge, they will retaliate. Yesterday, a group of Indian fighter jets crossed into Pakistani airspace, conducted an airstrike on the terrorist camp in Pakistani territory. If true, this could start an Indian-Pakistani war, where both countries are nuclear powers. Update. Looks like the verge of happening actually happened. Pakistan shot down 2 Indian fighter jets and captured one of the pilots. India has also apparently shot down a Pakistani fighter jet. Making organs from stem cells. Hurry up already, science. I need a kidney. The launch of the James Webb Space Telescope. It will bring us a new notion to space and reality. For some positivity, we're on the verge of having a net positive increase in trees rather than decrease. Apparently we're already at or near a net zero. Doesn't mean you should stop caring though. The first human corneas have been 3D printed by scientists. They cannot be used for human eyes yet. But in the future, the technique could be used to ensure an unlimited supply of corneas required for cornea transplants. Privacy is disappearing, and there's little to no way to save it. Cameras, sensors, etc. are everywhere, and software is mining the data for information on us. The software is ever improving and the sensor coverage is ever increasing. Brexit. Not the vote, but the actual action of Britain leaving the EU. The deadline is on March 29th, and there is currently no plan to solve the trade issues and border disputes that were solved by Britain being in the EU. Not a global thing, but I haven't walked in over half a year, due to injury, and I get to start trying to walk tomorrow. So that's super important for me. Update. It went great. It was kind of painful, but I was able to hobble around like a champ, in my opinion. The doc says keep the amount that I try walking per day to a minimum, but that I should be back up and about in no time. Thanks for the silvers and golds, everyone. I've never gotten those before. As Wi-Fi covers more and more of the country, phone companies will lose their ability to charge exorbitant prices because telephony will be available everywhere. Magic Jack will be all you need, all calls and texts running through the internet. I feel like something big is going to happen regarding antibiotic resistance. We'll start to really see the effects of the problem within the next few years. Was about to happen but now has. Number 3 in the Catholic Church worldwide is spending his first night behind bars for child sex offenses. The Special Olympics World Games will happen in 2 weeks in Dubai, and I'll be participating as an athlete. Wow, so many upvotes. Thanks guys and girls. Smiley face. I'll be participating in a shot put and track event for the Danish national team. I live in developing country. The glut of fake news wreaks havoc in day-to-day life, wherein not so educated people are not at all able to differentiate them, and they treat WhatsApp forwards as absolute truth. These fake news are impacting people on sensitive issues such as religion. If not controlled, these would have devastating consequences. We're in the midst of a 4th industrial revolution, automation. This revolution will basically see the near complete removal of human muscle from most of the economy. Trades, professions, services, and knowledge work should be okay. But manufacturing jobs will be hit hard. We're going to have to figure out what to do with a significant portion of the population that can no longer find productive work. The star Betelgeuse is likely to go supernova during this century. To understand how important this is, it will be the first Milky Way supernova since 1861, and by far the brightest supernova in recorded human history. Betelgeuse is very close to be a supergiant, ca 1000x the Sun, and already one of the brightest stars in the night sky. When it explodes, it's likely going to be brighter than the full moon for many months, visible even during daytime. Between 1993 and 2009 it got 16% smaller, collapsing at a rate of 213 m/s, and the rate is increasing. A Pakistan-India war that could result in the use of modern nuclear warheads. Tensions have been building consistently between these two countries, and straight-up nuclear war is a distinct possibility. I have a date this weekend and I really want to kiss her. We've gone out a few times and we've been hitting it off really well. I've got a really good feeling about her. So wish me luck. SpaceX is launching the first test flight of their new manned capsule this weekend. When they launch, it will be the first human-rated flight to launch on US soil since the end of the space shuttle. I will know by the 28th of this month if I got an internship at the place where I have been dreaming of working. Not important to everyone but crazy important for me. Update 1.7. 4:09 p.m. 2/28/19 no update. Radio silence. But they send rejections before acceptances, so maybe I should be excited? I will update again when I hear back. Update 2.10. 32 March 3rd, 19 just got a rejection email. Summer school it is. Being clean of opiates. 1 month is coming up in 2 days. The first time I have been clean for more than a few days in 7 years. I realize this may not be important to anyone else, but it's the most important thing to me. I wouldn't know where to start, but do some research on Zimbabwe if you are interested. Friend of mine moved to South Africa from Zim. Had over 100 farm animals. She shot and killed all of them because guerrilla fighters are going around Zimbabwe brutally killing and torturing animals and people, and they were a day away from her farm. She wanted to give her animals a peaceful death. Personally, I think I'm going to start seeing a therapist for a bit. The mental health checkup I never had. Update. Thanks for the replies and overall encouragement. I gotta stop pushing it off. If I can schedule appointments for my teeth, surely I can do it for my brain as well. Something about an iceberg twice size of New York. That was quite literally the post before this one on my feed. I am currently sitting in a labor and delivery at the hospital waiting for my son to be born. So there's that. Me meeting my biological mother for the first time. I'm meeting her next week sometime. I know this isn't important to anyone else, but it is important to me, and it is on the verge of happening. So thought I would sneak in something less depressing on this thread.